It's showtime. Get into your seats at the Apollo. Can you feel the heat? Girl. Child, I had my phone open on Instagram and I sent somebody a message. Child. Oh no. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh God, what did I do, Nikki? Oh well. Oh well. Hey family. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, we getting money. Tell the people around my hood what they say, Nikki. Everybody say I look good. Hey, I'm getting money. Hey, KT, how you doing, my love? Oh, shoot, what is this? Oh, this is 90 Day Fiance. Hold on, let me get my banner. This is 90 Day Fiance. Oh, wait. Guys, we're doing big things over here in StreamYard, hunty. Bam! That's my color. Let me go big. Let me get the ticker. Right. 90 Day Fiance, be careful what you wish for. Happily ever after. What's good? Good. Right, season 6, right? Yeah, be careful what you wish for. Hey, family. Hey, 90 Day Fiance family. Hey, Trixie. Hey, pretty kitty, back like you never left. You know what? I was going to talk about Extreme Sisters. Kimberly was just like, Nikki, can you review the show Extreme Sisters? Kimberly, here's why I cannot do it. Those sisters are weird. The sisters that hump each other, weird. They're weirdo. It was not for me. It's all them TLC extreme shows. I can't get into it. I cannot get into it. And I think it's just probably weird for me because I got sisters that I'm close with, but won't hump each other. Like, what? That's why I couldn't get into that what is the Extreme Mom or something like that. That mom show. And the girl was like, me and my mom share everything, even the same bath water. What? Can't do it. Too weird for me. Hey, Ozza said, just curious, how come you don't do a review of 90 Day Fiance Single Life? We are 19 episodes in. Let me put this up there so I can talk about something. So something happened to me this weekend. I said I wasn't going to tell y'all. I said I wasn't going to tell y'all. They got me. I'm a part of the Discovery Plus fam. I got it this weekend. I broke down. They got me. This is the thing what y'all did, and I do not like it, Discovery. All my freaking, true crime shows are no longer on my channel. How many times can I watch, what is it? Something Hometown Homicide with Lieutenant Kenda or whatever. I can't watch all those freaking episodes. I've watched them. This is like my third round of watching it. Y'all won't give me any new episodes of Web of Lies. Y'all did not renew Swamp Murders. There's nothing left for me to watch. I've watched every Forensic File. I've watched every episode of Snaps. I'm now at the point where I'm watching reruns of Snap Killer Couples. So I just looked and saw what they have. And they got me. The demons got me. I said I wouldn't do it, but they got me. They took all of my true crime TV shows off of their networks. So you like can't watch them with cable. You got to watch them through Discovery Plus. I'd be damned if I watch a Chip and Joanna Gaines show. Now that won't happen. I won't watch any of those shows. But them true crime shows, it's like thousands of them. There's so much to choose from. So the only reason why I haven't reviewed 90 Day Fiance Single Life is because I just started watching it. I didn't have Discovery Plus, but now I do. They got me. Throw your tomatoes if you must. They got me. I have conformed to the man. I know. I said I wouldn't do it. But they are always on the chopping block. Listen, after I watch all my true crime shows, I don't know how I'm going to feel. So Discovery Plus and Hulu, you want a chopping block. HBO Max, baby, you safe. HBO Max ain't going nowhere. I pay my HBO Max bill before I pay my damn rent. HBO Max has been serving me. They have been serving me up nicely. The content on there is good. Good. Everything else is on the chopping block. But Netflix and HBO Max, everything else, I'm going to see. I'm going to see how I feel after Loki, Disney Plus. I'm going to see how I feel. But they got me. I know. Listen, it's okay. Judge me. I was holding out for you. I know. I said I wasn't going to say nothing, but why not? Just come out. Let me just come out. K Pratt, what you going to do? How you going to cuss me out, K Pratt? K Pratt said forbidden love and fatal vows. Yes. That's my show. You know what show I miss on the ID channel? Wives with Knives. What happened to that? That was a good show. I've watched every episode of Deadly Women. Like I can't. Like when I was watching the one with who's the girl with the axe? Y'all know that famous colonial girl with the axe. I was just like, here's this episode again. And then we got to the part where she killed her parents. And I like said her line before she said it. I was just like, I've watched this too many times. Like, oh my God. She picks up the axe and she goes, hey, Mom and Dad, where are you? I needed new true crime TV shows, guys. I've watched everything that I could watch. It was time. We will see how it goes. We will see. Thank you for the super chat, K Pratt. They don't have any new shows. Welcome to the dark side. We love it here, Nikki. Listen. Now that Discovery Plus might keep me in this summer. Because I was all over that site. Baby. Hey, Tiffany Sparks. Thank you for the super sticker. Tiffany, where have you been? I missed you. Thank you, sis. Listen, what's my show that I'm getting into now? Hold on, because I'm on the site right now. The Deadly Type with Candace DeLong, baby. The Deadly Type. Listen, when I saw that picture of Candace and I saw that show, and I was just like, you know what? What's $4? They got me. I was holding out, but they got me. HBO Max ain't going nowhere. HBO Max is the truth. That girl came out swinging. I love me some HBO Max. Oh, that's your day one day, huh, L Boogie? Oh, what is coming to Paramount? You know what? The only reason why I wanted to get Paramount LS was because of Drag Race. All Stars is going to be on Paramount. Why in the hell Paramount? Y'all should have put yourself on HBO Max. Or at least Discovery Plus. Because they got some good content over there. I don't know why Paramount. Do we need a Paramount network? You know, let me shut up because I think I might have to audition for them. So let me shut up. Keep your Paramount subscriptions. Oh, thank you, Tiffany. I don't know if I gave this to you, but thank you. Listen, Denard, what's up? So I just added so many murder shows to my queue of Discovery Plus, living for it. We fell into the trap. They got us with them damn true crime TV shows. Oh, I don't have Verizon. I have AT&T. Don't do it. Don't do it. Kimberly said if you have Verizon, you may be able to get Discovery Plus for free for 6 months or a year if you are on an eligible data or data plan. Thank you, it's Kima. Judgment Free Zone. My, how the tables have turned. Haven't they? Haven't they? I can't believe it. Yes, Tiffany, I missed you. So glad you're here. So glad you are here. Oh, Nadi said you should watch Alias Alice. Is that on Discovery Plus? You know a show that I cannot stand on the ID channel? Missing. Oh, wait, is it called Disappeared? I'm sorry. Please don't give me a true crime TV show without a conclusion. I was watching this one. It was the one with the cheerleader who went missing from Target. When we got to the end, they're going to put up the number. If you know any the whereabouts of this person, or if you've seen anybody that looked like her, please call this number. I was like, oh, we ain't found her? I had so much dread the whole day. Never again. Take Disappeared off of air. I didn't like that. I don't like that. I did not like that. Lizzie Borden had an axe. I saw that episode so many times of Deadly Women. Like, I'm tired. Like, how many times am I going to watch the episode of Deadly Women with the Australian lady who kills all of her kids so that she can live her best life with her boyfriend? Y'all remember that episode? She killed like 6 kids. Ciao. So she could live in peace with her boyfriend and bury her kids in the backyard. Deadly Woman is a show, though, but I've watched every episode. It was time to move on. Jess, hey sis, said, I'm obsessed with all of these series. White Queen, White Princess, and Spanish Queens on Stars. They got me too. What? White Queen, White Princess, and Spanish. I gotta watch that. I did not know about those shows. Oh, Hear No Evil, Vaca, that's the show. Hear No Evil is the show. I like Nightmare Next Door just because the acting is terrible. The reenactments are terrible, but it's such a good show. It always ends up with like one elderly neighbor shooting the other one. And it's always like the rest of the cast, like the people on the show who are like not incarcerated or dead, are like not reenacting, but telling us their side of the story of what happens. And they always say, we didn't know it would get to this level. Really? Because in the reenactment, I can actually see, it getting to the point where somebody might get shot. Y'all ain't see it coming. They never see it coming. Did y'all see the last episode of Nightmare Next Door, where that old guy shot up everybody at the courthouse? They went to court to get a restraining order. The judge would not give either one of them a restraining order because he was just like, you are, your neighbors, you have to work it out. He was unsatisfied with that. How the hell did he even? No, he got the gun out of his glove compartment. He got the gun out of his glove compartment, started arguing with the family, and then just started shooting everybody. He shot the neighbors. He shot bystanders. He was shooting the security guards. He shot everybody over a dispute about dogs. No, it's not Nightmare Next Door. It's Fear Thy Neighbor. That's what it is. Fear Thy Neighbor, not Nightmare Next Door. Nightmare Next Door. The last episode of Nightmare Next Door I saw was about that black man that killed his Asian neighbor, and they couldn't find him because he didn't wear shoes. He wore socks when he what is this live turning into? I'm sorry, but he wore socks when he killed her. And because he had one sock on and one sock off, they could not match the footprints. Baby, the only way they was able to find him is because when he went to go talk to the detectives, he still had on the pants that he killed the lady in. So they saw blood on the pants. Listen, if you're going to kill somebody, do not show up to talk to the detectives in the pants that you killed the lady in. And they thought the Asian lady that was murdered, they thought that it was her boyfriend who was abusive. She moved to this apartment to get away from her abusive boyfriend, and her abusive neighbor killed her. Women are not safe anywhere. Anywhere. But you know what? Let me move out of this because I feel like it's getting dark. Let me get out of this. But yes, I fell into the trap, and I am not ashamed because I'm having a good time over at Discovery Plus. I am having a good time. Hey, Nadi said, I hope they do Nightmare Next Door for Pennsylvania. Oh, Nadi, okay, we can't talk about this no more. Baby, let me tell you about this shooting in Pennsylvania. All over the news if you're from the East. These neighbors were fighting about snow. If you don't understand snow on the sidewalk, on your front porch, or, digging out a parking space, please don't comment. Every year, several people in Philadelphia get shot over shoveled out parking spaces. It's Philly tradition. Anyway, so this neighbor, one of the neighbors, was removing the snow and putting it on the other neighbor's property. The other neighbor had a problem with that. Why wouldn't they? They started fighting back and forth. I think he lost. I think he took them to court and he lost. And because of that, one day he just snapped. I think he also killed. Did he kill Nadi? Didn't he kill his son before he killed his neighbors? Because the neighbors came out. They all were arguing, and he was yelling at them about the snow. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, he pulls a gun out and shoots the wife. Then he shoots the husband. The husband takes off while his wife is getting shot, runs into the house for cover. The neighbor chases the husband, shoots him dead, then comes back and shoots the wife again. I will say this. He shot the wife about 8 times. She survived almost every shot. Eventually, she passed away. They both passed away. But when he went into the home, he killed himself. So I think, Nadi, if they're smart, they will do an episode about that, about the Nightmare Next Door for Pennsylvania. Or I think it's Fear Thy Neighbor. One of them. If it's not Nightmare Next Door, it's Fear Thy Neighbor. I'm surprised there hasn't been any Fear Thy Neighbor episodes about Philadelphia. Maybe because we got Hometown Homicide. That's about all the killings in Philadelphia. Let's move on. It's Philadelphia is still the place of brotherly love. It's still the place of brotherly love. Yes, Josie, that is that story that happened this past winter. Yes, not listen to Nadi. She got all the tea. The son was autistic. L Boogie said, in Chicago, it's common law. If you dug out that parking spot and you put the chairs out, it's yours. Chairs are that cone, that construction cone. Try taking it if you want to. Absolutely. Jen said, sorry to switch topic for murder. I'm so embarrassed. But Nikki, do you watch Pose? I am ready for season 3 to rip my heart to shreds. Yes, I watch Pose and I will be reviewing Pose. I'm so sad it's gone, but I respect the writers who said we told the story that we were commissioned to tell, and that's it. We're going to move on into another area. What I will say for those Pose fans, the creator of Pose, I think he got a huge writing deal, not writing, but a creative deal over at FX. So he's going to be, I think he's non-binary. So they are going to be creating more things over there at FX, specifically concerning the people of color in the LGBTQ community. So, the creator isn't gone. So we will get more content from them in an era of Pose, hopefully. So that's, one positive thing about that, but everything else I'm sad about. It's a good show. It's a good show. Evil twins. Oh, God, I could talk about this all day. Mashanje, did you see the last episode of Evil Twins with them two black boys that was like murdering everybody in the neighborhood? Ciao. Alana, thank you for the super chat. Alana said, thanks so much for these lives, Nikki. Always entertaining. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm still laughing at Jen, who was just like, not to change the subject from murder. I'm so embarrassed. Discovery Plus did this to me. It is their fault. It is their fault. Mashanje, I can't right now. Mashanje said, Nikki, have you watched them on Amazon? It's astonishing and horrifying. I can't because I'm living them right now. You know what I mean? So I can only, I like to watch movies and TV shows where I can escape. I can't escape that, right? That stuff still happens. So I don't think that's going to be a show for me right now. Like, I can't do like race films. My sister is still trying to get me to watch Judas and the Black Messiah. That stuff hurts me. I can't. That stuff breaks my heart. I can't do it. I can't. Crystal said, sounds like you need to have an ID channel chit chat. I do. This is 90 Day Fiance. I'm going to stop. No, Miss Gigi88, I have not watched Extreme Sisters. I haven't. It's too weird of a show for me. It's too weird of a show for me. I can't do it. Denard said, my husband's distant family was on Bad Blood. Denard. Fun fact about me, my family was on Bad Blood. I won't say which, because the family was so embarrassed. My family was so embarrassed, because we didn't know they were doing that. My family was so embarrassed, because, you know, we ghetto, but we bougie, right? And they were just like, we can't believe they telling our family business. They haven't watched this channel. Anyway, who's your family? Because we might be family. Which episode was it, Denard? Let's talk. Angie, what's up? Angie said, wait. Alana, did I give you this? I hope I did. Thank you so much for the super chat. Angie, thank you, sis. Thank you so much for the super chat. Angie said, listen, I've watched the IG channel shows maybe 3 times. Yeah. There's not an episode of Snapped I did not watch. There's not any episode on the ID channel that I haven't watched. I've been watching Forensic Files for years, since I was a kid. That's where it started. So I know every episode. So Mashanje said, Nikki, have you ever seen Snowfall? The story is so compelling and the principal actor is amazing. Not only is he amazing, he's absolutely gorgeous. My family is obsessed with Snowfall. Again, stuff like that's like similar to my lived experience. I like escapism. That is too real for me. That's too real for me. Y'all know my parents ain't been saved all their lives. I've lived a life. Hey, SL, thank you for the super chat. SL said, have you watched Doubling Down with the Derricos? Season 2 comes out in June, I think. Yes, my family and I love that show. Love that show, and I cannot wait for season 2. Thank you, SL, for the super chat. I'm sorry, 90 Day Fiance family. We've been talking about this for 20 minutes. Guys, I can't. I gotta start. I'm so... Blood relatives. Oh, okay. Because we were on Bad Blood. I thought we might have been family. We might have been family. Oh, yeah. Hey, stage 4 Indo Fighter Day by Day. We've been talking about this for too long. I may do a true crime chat because I could talk about that for hours. Let me get into 90 Day Fiance. Come on in the room. Oh, come on in the room. We got so much to talk about. So let's come on in the room. Come on. We gotta go. You know the people who watch this back are going to cuss me out. Nikki, I don't want the chit chat. I just want the review. I know, but y'all know when y'all start talking about true crime TV shows, y'all going to set me up. They'll set me up every time. 90 Day Fiance, happily ever after. Let me close my door. My mom then walked in here and she is talking with my aunt and they are gossiping about the family. Guys, I'm on live. on, boopy, with y'all mess. Oh, God. All they do is call each other and gossip. That's it. Girl, did you hear? If it's not gossip, they're always talking about somebody that died. Oh, my goodness. So-and-so got shot. Really? Where? Mary's child? Y'all don't got nothing else to talk about? Right? Anyway, love them. Love them. SL, I will check right now. Yes, I did. Thank you, SL. Thank you for the PayPal. Thank you, my love. Thank you, SL. Let me stop. I can't with y'all. I can't with y'all. Those 90 Day Fiance people are going to beat me up. Let's get started. Hey, Angela is back. Michael and Angela, let's talk about them. Angela is back to grossing us out. If Michael was here, I'd put something else in his mouth. Ma'am, she's going to do this to us all season, especially now that she's slim. She is going to be a mess. I will say, though, I was hollering when Angela was just like, I've been a big girl all my life, but I always rock them bed sheets, honey. I said, yes. Come on, Angela. Work. Y'all know this because I've talked about this all the time. I absolutely love Angela's relationship with her grandkids. When I see her like that, I'm just like, oh, you can be kind. You can be very loving. And how I know that she's not being like that to them for the cameras is how they reciprocate to her. They absolutely adore her. So the way that we see Angela with her grandkids on TV is exactly how she is off camera. And it honestly seems like she's raising a few of them too. Do they all live there with her? I feel like all them grandkids live there with her. She is raising a whole kindergarten. Child, good for you. So Angela is getting a weight loss surgery. She is slimming down for herself, Michael, and the TV show that cannot be named on this network. Yes, she is replacing Mama June. And we're going to watch Angela go from hot to not on her We TV show, but I guess because although it's the same production company, it is a different network, she cannot talk about it, which makes sense. But we're going to hear a lot of her talking about, getting healthy and getting fit and all of this stuff for Michael when she's really doing it for a huge TV show opportunity. Not mad at the bag, just calling out the obvious truth. Slim down Angela is nicer. Did you notice that? She's really sweet. Slim. Why is that, Angela? Even her voice. The voice is different and everything. I know Michael loves me. Who the hell is this? Who the hell is this? She's such a different person. It's weird. It's so weird watching Angela be kind because I'm just not used to that. I'm only used to that with her and her grandkids. Just like the way she was talking to Michael. And I'm like, who is this? Who is this? So Michael's family, right? Michael and his family, I don't get it. I don't get it, right? Because Michael is just like, I don't want her to do this. And if I was there, she wouldn't do it. I would stop her. Why do y'all think y'all have any say-so over her body? Michael doesn't have any say-so over the relationship. So why do you think his opinion would matter in what Angela does with her body? It's I think for me, I'm always so shocked by how oblivious Michael and his family is concerning his relationship. Because I'm just like, you had to have seen the show, so you know he has no power in this, right? Because I think that's his aunt that he's talking to, who is just like, well, she needs to, she's worried about the weight loss surgery. That's dangerous. She needs to be worried about giving you a child. Did you watch the same show? I'm confused. Angela's done giving birth. Like, it's just not happening. She's not giving him a kid. You are aware of that, right? I just don't understand. She has to give you a child. What? I don't know. At this point, I feel like y'all playing me. I feel like now y'all just playing dumb because you have got to know at this point. You've seen the show. If you wasn't watching the show when Michael was on it before, you've definitely watched it now that you have been featured. So you know what it is. So I feel like this conversation is just set up with Michael and his family. I think they're having these conversations just to try to create some kind of conflict on the show, because it doesn't make sense that they think that he has a say so in this relationship when you watch the season at this point. I don't believe it. It's like absolutely astounding that you think that he has any kind of pull or weight in this relationship. He doesn't. He doesn't. I mean, like to sit at that table and ask Michael or tell Michael that he needs his 54-year-old wife to produce a child for him. It's just like, I know they're like these big Christians, right? And they're really religious. And it's just like, yes, I know Sarah produced a child at the age of 90, right? Sarah did it. So of course, Angela should do it. Yes, but was Sarah smoking like, 24 packs of Newports a day? Was Sarah doing that? Was Sarah drinking moonshine like it's water? No, it ain't happening for Angela. Y'all got to wake up. Y'all got to wake up. Hey, Angie. Angie Brooks said, Nikki Pooh, thank you for replying to my Instagram message. So sweet of you. And Angela's daughter pleaded guilty to 3 counts of child molestation in 2019. She's incarcerated, right? So are those the kids that Angela is raising? Child. Thank you, Angie. Beautiful family. Angie Brooks has a beautiful family. Gorgeous husband, gorgeous kids. You better work. And Angie herself is gorgeous. Gorgeous family. Thank you so much, Angie. Oh, wow. 3 counts. Ooh. 1 count is, more than enough, but I'm just like, so maybe those are the children that Angela is raising. What is her name? Meemaw? She's such a sweet Meemaw. Them kids love her. But I'm just like, Michael's family is delusional. It's not happening. It's not happening, right? Y'all should know this. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. Y'all playing dumb on TV. And we will talk about that with our swallow. Y'all playing real dumb. I will say that we always talk about how the show depicts the immigrant partner and their family and where they come from on this show is like, poor and desolate. And that is like the theme, right? But I got to be real here. I'm starting to notice that I feel like a lot of these immigrant characters on this show are playing into that, or the immigrant, partners on the show are playing into this poor, desolate, ignorant, buffoon kind of, immigrant who was coming to America for a better life and getting married and coming here as the quickest and easiest way. Y'all play into that too. The show manipulates it, but you play into that because at this point, Michael and his family knows, why are we continuing to have this conversation? Because you want conflict. You know what you're doing too. We're not just going to put it on the Americans. Y'all know what y'all playing. Y'all know what y'all playing. And if I was a surgeon, Angela Surgeon, who is a great surgeon. He does great work. If I didn't keloid, I'd be in his office. Anyway, if I was him, I wouldn't operate on Angela. She has not stuck to any of the rules that she needed to get this surgery. Still smoking. She was having a cigarette before she spoke to Latasha. Can I just say, when I heard when she said Latasha was the receptionist at the surgeon's office, I said, I wonder who this surgeon is. And then we saw the surgeon and I said, yep, I was right. Anyway, she had a cigarette before she spoke to Latasha, who asked her if she had stopped smoking. And then she also had to be on a liquid diet. Angela just had a big country breakfast and her surgery is in 3 days. She just does not seem like a safe patient to operate on. Not only is she older, so the healing isn't going to be the same. She's not doing anything that is required of her not to do for her to have a safe surgery. I wouldn't do it. She gives me liability. She gives me liability. Let's move on to Mike and Natalie. Mike and Natalie are back. Yay. Mike and Natalie are the perfect description of depression, right? Because just when you think you've beat it, right? Just when you think it's done, that depressive episode is over, you're free of it, you turn right, you turn left, whichever way you want to turn, and bam, it's right back in your face. That's how I feel about Mike and Natalie. Why are they back? Why are they back? They drained us during 90 Day Fiance. Now they're going to drain us during 90 Day Fiance happily ever after. Mike don't want to be married to you, Natalie. He didn't want it in the beginning. He don't want it now. Like, girl, what more do you need? I'm trying to make everything work for my husband. Girl, it don't work. The baby, big-eyed stuff, the pouting, it don't work. He don't want you. He don't want you. And at some point, Mike has to say something. His mom can't do it all. He has to say something. This is episode 1, and I'm already tired. I'm already tired. It was really weird, though. I will say this. I'm so sorry. This group chat is lighting. I'm going to put my phone on silent. It was real weird to see them being so happy and lovey-dovey in the confessional, knowing that before the show even started, they had already filed for separation. So they're legally separated. So to see them at this point, knowing how it's going to end, little uncomfortable because they both seem really happy and cute and lovey-dovey in this interview, even when they're talking about the difficult things. Speaking of the difficult things, when the producer asked Mike why he decided to not marry Natalie on their wedding day and walked out on her, Mike is just like, oh no, I don't want to talk about it. Because it's very difficult to talk about, and I just don't want to talk about it. That's something that happened with me, and I want to leave it with me. I don't want to have a discussion about it. I'm not going to talk about it. No, you have to. Here is why. You put it on the show. You don't get the right, even if it's your life, to tell me, the audience, what you're not going to talk about. If you allowed me to watch it, you took me on this whole journey with you. We get to your wedding day, and you walk away from your fiance the day of your wedding. And then you tell me, the viewer, who you have opened up this entire relationship to, I don't owe you an explanation. You absolutely do. Now, if you never put it on the show, of course you don't owe me an explanation, but you put it on the show. The ups and downs, your whole marriage, you put that on the show. You allowed us to watch everything leading up to the wedding, the aftermath, then the new wedding, and then you're going to tell me you don't owe me an explanation why you went to some lake and stayed there for hours and did that instead of marrying Natalie. You absolutely owe us an explanation. And if you don't want to talk about it, I'm going to go to your barber. Because I know she got the tea. I know she got the tea. Oh, I just got a job thing. I know she got the tea. I know she will let us know. I'll tell you what he was doing at the lake. Me. That's what he was doing at the lake. Come on, tell the truth and shame the devil. Let me acknowledge just what I got a super chat from who? Hey, Just Jonda said, I am really blown away that Angela's racist, xenophobic, abusive ignorance is viewed as okay for continued TV fodder because she is funny. Okay, but hey, TLC also gave us Ed, so there you go. There you go. You better read Just Jonda. Thank you for the super chat. You better read, okay? It's true, though. Like I told you, I don't like how she mistreats him. The optics. Y'all know how I feel about optics. It just ain't cute. Thank you so much, Just Jonda. So let's talk about how Mike and Natalie, they're giving us this lovey-dovey thing, right? And in their scenes, it's cute. They're giving us cute fun scenes. They're falling on the bed. They're taking this little vacation after the wedding, this little honeymoon. Natalie tells Mike that she wants him to wear a wedding ring or get him a ring. She said, because I'm not working, I can't afford it. So she's just like, she wants to give him something from her crystal shop. Oh, I knew you would be into crystals. How did I know? How did I know that, Natalie? Why would I assume that you were a crystal girl? So she wants to get him a ring. While she's talking about it, Mike is just like, well, I can't really wear one for work, so it doesn't really matter. And she's just like, oh, no, you're my husband. I want to get you something. And doing that baby face. Dude, why should men think that's hot? Where's she from? Czechoslovakia? Ukraine? The cold place with the Europeans. Y'all know what I'm talking about. She thinks it's cute. It has worked for her, I guess. Anyway, Mike is still like, yeah, I don't want to do it. I don't, work, can't wear a ring. No, I don't really need one. I mean, want like. So listen. Yes, Natalie is a problem. I did not like her calling him low class. I did not like her fat shaming him. I did not like her telling him that he is less than because he believes in aliens and not God. I just did not like how she treated him, right? I will say this. Nobody's forcing Mike to be in this relationship with her. So as much as I don't like how Natalie has treated him, I'm starting to see some things from him, right? Because for me, Mike is already showing signs of someone who really doesn't want to be in this marriage. He's been showing signs that he didn't want to be in a relationship, but now you done married her. So you're in a whole marriage. The hesitation and the conversation about the ring was very loud to me. Because he kept on saying, no, I don't need it. No, I don't want it. No. And then it got to, well, before we get the ring, there has to be some things that we have to fix. I think the issues that we have in a relationship is more important than the ring. Wait a minute, buddy. This is already your wife. So what are you talking about? Because then the ring solidifies it for you. You already married her. So what's going on? I feel like I think the story about being difficult for work is very true, but I feel like Mike doesn't want to yet get a ring because he still sees himself as being able to get out of this. And like you can, but I still think that he has cold feet, even married to Natalie. And so I think for him, the ring just symbolizes that, we are married and this is it. With him not having the ring, for him, I feel like it's, we're in the working out stage. Y'all married, bro. You're not working nothing out. You're already here. So him being very hesitant with the ring was very loud to me. I saw something in that and I was just like, wait a minute. I feel like you're going to ask for the separation and not Natalie. Didn't we all think that it was going to be Natalie that wanted the separation? I feel like it's going to be Mike. I feel like it's going to, because we also see in the trailer him walking away from her with his bags. What y'all think? And I'll answer your questions and I'll respond to your comments after I'm done the review. Elizabeth and Andre, they are back on this show as well. Yay. Who in the hell is buying a house from Andre? Oh, because now he's this realtor. He is, in the process of finishing his, or I think he completed his realtor license. We open up with Elizabeth taking pictures of him to, promote his new venture as a realtor. And I'm looking at him, right? And I'm just like, who in the hell is buying a house from Andre? Unless you're like in the mob or a serial killer, I don't see him having any other customer. I really don't. Like, who is he going to sell to? Who's going to listen to his pitch enough and feel safe that he would get them a home that they would really want to be in? I just don't see it. I think that's the wrong business for him to go into. I think he needs to go into like a contractor business. I think he needs to do something like building or MMA fighting, something that really fits his personality. Realtor, I don't see it. I see him being very aggressive with his clients to the point where he ain't selling nothing. Well, who knows? I could be wrong. I rarely am, but I could be wrong. We got a super chat from SL. What's up, bae? SL said, who's your fave, whether it's their story or drama, and least fave couple this season? I think Jovi and Yara right now. Of course, I can't stand Mike and Natalie. Hope you do reviews for Single Life. Now that I'm watching it, who knows? Maybe that will happen. My favorite, who is your favorite couple this season? I don't think I've seen it. Don't we have more couples? Yeah, I gotta wait because right now this is feeling like a villain season to me. I don't have a favorite couple right now. My least favorite has always been Michael and Angela because I hate the way she treats him. I hate the way she treats him. Now that she's slimmed down, I feel like she may treat him better because she seems like a totally different person, but who knows? I haven't seen them together this season. So right now, Angela and Michael are my least favorite couple. Thank you so much, SL. And let me acknowledge another, let me give you this. And let me acknowledge another super chat from SL. Thank you so much, SL, for the super chat. SL said, can't stand Elizabeth and Andre. Might be able to if I never see her fam again, though. Oh, that's not happening. We're going to see a lot of that family. Unfortunately, let's move on. Since we're talking about it, I'm gonna be very clear with you, very, very honest. I don't believe this that Elizabeth and Andre have any problems. Not saying that they don't have any problems, but I thoroughly believe that the problem that they have on this show is fake. I think it's fake. I think it's storyline, especially the problems that they're going to have with this Kardashian of the Florida's family. I think this is a family that wants a spinoff. I think they are working very hard for that. They all love the cameras and they all want to be on TV. I think they will manipulate enough storylines enough within this family to create that. I don't think that they have any issues. I honestly think that they are doing this for camera. I think Elizabeth and Andre are, faking in the family, are faking conflict. I think they're all in a good place. I don't think they're all perfectly happy, but I think that what we're seeing on the show is scripted manipulation of, their real lives. Having said that, although I believe this is fake and scripted and all of that, having said that, Andre, you have to stop agreeing to being a bum every season. Like, this is your character shtick every season. You're just like this, chauvinistic bum, the dude who wants to do the bare minimum and make the most, but also say, I'm the man and you're the woman and you are beneath me. You have to stop agreeing to be that character, because to come out of your big mouth at your big age and say to your wife and her family that you're going to ask their father for $100,000 to invest in your business. And no, well, we're family, so he'll do it. It just, what that looks and sounds like, but you've agreed to play this character. How unfortunate. How unfortunate. And then a sister with the outrage. Are you kidding me? Y'all are so fake. Y'all not doing, listen, I don't mind if you're faking a storyline. Just be good at the acting. I don't believe it. I don't believe they got any issues. It just seems so fake. And even that fake fight that Elizabeth has with her sister in the trailer, I don't believe none of that mess. They are trying to be the Kardashians. I'm telling you, watch this family. We got a super chat from Miss GG88. Miss GG88 said, oh, Nikki, sounds like the Discovery Plus got you. I'm still holding out. Hold out. But they got me, and it's addictive. So don't get it if you got plans. If you got stuff to do, don't get it. You will be watching all of those shows for your entire weekend. That's what happened to me. Be safe. Be safe out there. Thank you, Miss GG88. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I don't believe it. It's just, I'm just bothered that Andre commits to being this character. I'm like, you don't even like the family, and you're asking the father, who you don't like and have said on the show, for $100,000 to invest in your business that we don't even know is going to be, that you don't even know is going to be successful. Bum behavior. And this whole scenario where Andre has to work with Elizabeth's father and dad, fake. It's conflict. That's why they're doing it, right? Because these three don't get along. So it's like, what can we do to bring some kind of drama? Oh, have them all working together. Because I honestly believe that Elizabeth's brother and Andre don't really get along. I think it's absolutely exaggerated on the show. But I think the producers are very aware that they don't have the best relationship. So they know that putting them in a dynamic where they all have to work together and be around each other for a very long time, they're going to get some kind of scripted conflict out of them. So that's why I think that that's what's happening, because it doesn't make sense. You didn't even talk to the brother. You say, Andre, since you got home from your wedding, but now you're willing to let bygones be bygones and work with him for the state of this business, because the father never said that he would give you the money. He said that he will help you and you have to train and show some initiative, but he did not say that he will give you the money. The caveat is, oh, I will probably invest, but you have to show me. How you show me is you work with me and my son. He would never say that if they don't like you. Why are they saying that? And why is he saying that now? And why is he looping his son? And yes, his son works for him, but what he has with Andre doesn't have to include his son. Conflict for the show. I don't have a problem with it. It better be interesting and it better be believable. This family's acting skills are poor, so I'm not sure. Brandon and Julia, this is why I call this season the villain season. Because I saw Brandon and Julia and I was just like, yay. Here we go. Because I just don't see, like, are we rooting for any of these couples at this point? Who are we rooting for? This is the villain season. This is the villain season. So Brandon and Julia, nothing really happened with them. I'm trying to think. I'm like, nothing really happened with them. I hope there's a couple that comes on here that I'm rooting for. Not saying that I want anything bad to happen for these couples, but if I never see them on my TV screen again, I'll be fine. Because their story to me, a lot of them just seem very fake and contrived. And I just don't believe it. I just don't believe it. And they just seem like the couples just seem awful together. You know what I mean? Because Brandon and Julia, with Brandon, we all thought it was him, right? When you watch the season, it just seems like he's this manipulative guy that takes advantage of his Russian bride, and the family is using her as an indentured servant. And you watch the tell-all, and it's a totally different story. All of this stuff, Julia is exaggerating because she actually really loves her situation. She couldn't say it, but she was basically just doing this stuff for TV. So it's just like, if you're okay with this, then why are you complaining to us about how terrible it is? Because Yara called you out and you couldn't keep up. So it's like, there's really nothing to like really discuss, because it's a bad situation for Julia, but she wants to be in this situation. So what do you say? Like, girl, get out of this when she wants to be in this. Really nothing to root for. But anyway, Brandon takes Julia to Vegas for, I guess it's like a little honeymoon. And when they get there, Julia is there for like a couple hours, and now she's thinking about moving to Vegas. Give it 3 days, mama. Give it 3 days. If you still want to live in Vegas after 3 days, well, seek help. If not, stay in Virginia and get something cute. I know that Brandon works close to the city and Julia wants to live in the city. It's probably not going to happen if you're going off of what he makes and what you both make from the show, but you can get something close. You can get something close and nice. But that's just my thoughts, because I'm just like, you've been in Vegas for a couple hours and you want to live there. You got to give it time. You got to give it time, girl. 3 days, that's when you make the decision. If you can do Vegas for 3 days, then you can do Vegas. But also, Julia, I don't feel like you're built for Vegas. You're not about that life. Kalani and Asuelu. So Kalani and Asuelu are back. And not saying that I'm not rooting for this couple, but again, I feel like with a few of the other couples, I think this couple is faking conflict for the show. And I also think that Asuelu is playing bumbling like Samoan native who marries like American wife, and now he's struggling because he has to live this civilized life. I think he's playing that character. Yes, this show manipulate things, but like I said before, the immigrant characters, especially the immigrant partners and participants of the show who are brown and from brown nations, need to be very aware of the optics of what they are allowing to go forward about their image on this show, because there was no reason for Asuelu to tell the realtor, "Oh, I never had a bathroom in Samoa. We were so poor. We just went to the bathroom in the ground." And Kalani is just like, "Well, how did you see?" "Oh, the moonlight." And just, he mentions all of that around people who would be shocked by what he's saying. And I'm just like, you're smart, right? You're very quick, because we've seen Asuelu on the tell-all. Totally different person, right? A little bit quicker than what we see on this show. He's not so naive and dumb, and he's playing this character. He's absolutely playing this character, because there was no reason for him to say that to the realtor. It just didn't make sense. And how I know it didn't make sense, the realtor was just like, why did you say that to me? Like, I'm talking about a sink. Why are you saying this to me? What was the reason? What was the relevance for Asuelu to establish his character and for them to establish their storyline? I also think that Asuelu and Kalani are in love, and I think they're in a good place. I think they're definitely playing up their relationship issues, because if Kalani was in such a place where, because she's playing it up to us, right? Where she's saying, oh, I don't know. Because when she sits down and talks to her sister, she's just like, well, I don't know if I'm going to stay. We're going to give it one last shot. And if, it doesn't work, then I will go forward with the divorce. Right. You're saying that you and Asuelu are in this weird space and you're trying to figure it out and you're not sure if you're going to stay, and this is your last ditch effort and this is your final attempt at making this relationship work. Okay, I hear you. Why are you buying a house with him then? If you want to probably divorce this guy and this is your one shot, why are you making a lifetime investment with him with this home? It totally makes sense if this is your husband and you're in a good place and you want to, expand your family and live in a much bigger home now that you both are making a substantial amount of money from TLC. Right? So this is what I was saying with Vanderpump Rules and how they were having a problem because the storyline wasn't matching the real lives of the cast. And this is a different example of that, but it's the same kind of thing because the storyline is not actually matching the real life of Asuelu and Kalani, because it doesn't make sense if you are trying, this is your last ditch effort and you're going to try to make it work. And if it doesn't work this time, you're out. Why are you buying a home with him then? A home that you're looking at homes that are like $350,000. That's a huge investment to make with a man that you're not sure about. It's because you're sure and y'all in a good place and another kid is on the way probably. Probably. Which leads me to why Kalani's sister is moving out there now, because what is she unemployed? Or is she just like, does she have a remote job where she can work from anywhere? Because I'm a bit confused when she calls Kalani and she's just like, oh, my lease is up and I'm going to come out there and visit with you guys for 30 days while I'm looking for a new apartment. You don't got a job? Like, what's going on? I think this is also in the time of COVID. So are you working from home? Like, none of that was explained, because when you think about it, it really doesn't make sense for her to be like, oh, my lease is up, and while I'm looking for apartments, I want to come out here and visit with you guys for 30 days. But your lease is up, right? So wouldn't you stay there and look for another apartment? Why are you coming out here to visit? Wouldn't it make sense to get the apartment first and then come out here and visit? Why are you coming out here? Conflict. Because now she's going to stay for a month in the home with Asuelu and Kalani, and they don't get along. So now we have a situation where the show can now film this conflict in a safe place where everybody can be tested and the set could be small and closed off. Come on. Y'all got to see the forest for the trees. This is what it is. The sister is coming out there for 30 days because they can't do all the traveling like they normally do because of the pandemic. Because we know this is a traveling family. They traveled from what? Utah to like Cali just to have a 1-year-old birthday party. Like, this is a traveling family. They like to travel. So now that they don't have that travel, we have to have a way where we can film them, but also film the drama, the ups and downs, the highs and the lows, and who doesn't Asuelu get along with the most in her family? Oh, Kehlani, let's bring her in. How can we bring Kehlani in? Have her make this BS lie about her lease being up and she can come out here and stay for 30 days. So now we can film the conflict with all of them while also making sure these people are properly quarantined and COVID tested on a regular basis, and still be able to have them in the same place where we can film their conflict. That's all this is, because that made no sense. I'm coming out there for 30 days because my lease is up in 30 days, and I'm going to come out there and visit with you guys for about that time. Why? Shouldn't you be looking for another apartment? And why are you staying in Kalani's home if you and Asuelu don't get along? What is going on here? Storyline. They're crafting something up for us, but they're doing it in a safe way because of COVID, right? Also, I do believe that Asuelu and Kehlani don't get along. So it's also great to have them in the same place, knowing that these people don't really get along. So something organically will happen outside of the manipulated storyline, but they do foresee something good happening, which is why she's staying with them. If she said, I'm coming out here to visit with my family and friends, why are you just staying here with Kalani and Asuelu, knowing that you have beef with her brother, with her husband or son? Storyline. That's all that is. So I feel like a lot of these couples are going to give us storyline, are going to give us stuff that's inauthentic, because we're going to get 2 family fights this season. It's from Elizabeth family, and then it's between Elizabeth and her sister. I don't believe that fight. It's going to be the same thing with Kehlani, and Asuelu's family. I don't believe that fight, because the sister is going to try to chase after her again and do all the growling and the screaming. She's now playing into that stereotype, and I guess because it was such a hit last season, they're going to try to bring it back. I'm not excited about the villains that have come back this season, and I'm also not excited about the fact that I can see these storylines clear as day. I don't feel like they're putting in the work like they used to, and I'll wait to see what the other couples are like. But as for me right now, I'm just not. I don't know. Not really rooting for anybody. These aren't my favorite couples. And I'm starting to see like fake storyline stuff way too early. Way too early. So I'm a bit bothered by that. That was all my thoughts. This wasn't a very long review, because they just spent the majority of the time recapping couples for people who probably did not watch previous seasons. Next week might be a bit longer because there might be more meat and potatoes. But right now, that was just, I had a couple of quick thoughts. So that's pretty much it for me. And that's also it for the review. Let's chit-chatter. See, Cruz. Yep. Storyline. Yeah, I don't buy it. None of these people. It's all storyline for me. And I get, these things all have storylines. It's just so blatant and obvious, especially with Asuelu and Kehlani and Elizabeth and her family and Andre. Because guys, when you think about it logically, it makes no sense that he's asking this man for money. And that now the brother who he was going to beat up at Elizabeth's wedding, who he has not talked to, now Andre is agreeing to go into business with him. Why is that? Storyline. SCP said, oh, this is what I'm drinking. I told y'all I'm on a bubbly wave now. Baby, they got me. Nikki, just put it up to there we go. Bubbly got me. Not bad. I prefer blackberry though. This is strawberry, right? Yeah, strawberry bubbly. It's good, but I prefer blackberry. SCP said, I think I will be just sticking to your reviews. I'm tired of the same fake storylines. At least they can do new fake storylines. Isn't Angela Doctor the one who worked on Gorilla Girl? Absolutely. He does a lot of the ethnic bodies, better way to say it, out here in Hollywood. He's a really great surgeon. Really, really good. All the black Hollywood girls go to him. And other races as well, but I knew about him from the black actress community. They said if you need a little nip and tuck, that's who to go to, because he knows our features and everything and how our bodies work. He's good. He's good. Miss Gigi said, Nikki, it sounds like Discovery Plus. Oh, so I did this one. Oh, no, I didn't. Thank you, Miss Gigi88. Said, Nikki, it sounds like Discovery Plus got you. Not sure if you got my super chat earlier. My video froze and I had to leave and come back. I think I got it, Miss Gigi. Let me know, moderators. Yeah. I did read it, Miss Gigi. I read it. Thank you. Aza said, fun fact, did you know that Angela surgeon? Oh, is a Gorilla Glue girl, the Gorilla Glue girl surgeon. He is Nigerian. Absolutely. Kimberly said, I need Mike and Natalie to be over so we can see the wedding special with Mike and his barber. He does not want to be married to that girl. And it's like that woman. And it's just like Natalie is, she can be a lot, right? She does not do everything right. And I do not agree with a lot of stuff that she does. But it's very apparent that Mike still has cold feet. And it shows how uncomfortable he becomes when there's talk about the ring. It shouldn't be a big deal, but it's a big deal to him. And he symbolizes the problems that they have to work on with the ring. But my thing is, why are you still having courting relationships, courting conversations about your relationship when you're already married? This is a courting combo. You're married. Not saying that you don't work on your issues, but to make it seem like I'm not putting on the ring until these things are fixed. You're far past that at this point. You're legally married. This ain't no common law mess. You are husband and wife. We're past that at this point. Why are your feet still cold? He didn't want to do it. I honestly think he did it for the show. I think they both did. I think Natalie did it for two reasons, the show and U.S. citizenship, and she got it. They both got what they wanted. But Mike, I don't think he was ever, after she gave the ring back, I don't think he was ever in the same place with her again. Wendy said, Nikki, I saw you on RuPaul's Drag Race. You could have reached out and touched Jada Essence Hall if it wasn't for the panini bread. This is the thing about that. Oh, guys, my video with my Drag Race season finale video with my mom should be up, if not tonight, by Tuesday. Gotta edit everything. So in that, we talk about our experience with Drag Race and, what we thought of the season finale. I will say this, though. There was a whole segment that we had with Jada that they cut out. I thought, because you guys were sending me just pictures of me in the audience, I'm like, oh my goodness. There was a whole segment where we talked about with Jada. She just basically interviewed us, asked us who we were excited about, who we were rooting for. And me and my mom had a little comedic moment. They took it out. I guess because the audio wasn't that good because we weren't mic'd and we were wearing masks. Maybe that's why, but I was telling y'all to look out for me and I was just in the audience. I thought my segment was going to come on, but it is what it is. Hey, Billy. Saw you and your mom at Drag Race. Beautiful. Thank you. I got that bubbly. Yes, I do, Crystal. I'm addicted to it. Fun fact, if you don't know, when we were at Drag Race, they were passing these out to us because Bubbly is a sponsor of Drag Race. So they were passing these out to us because they wanted us to be holding it in the audience while people were looking at the show, and they wanted to, because Bubbly was a sponsor, and they ended up just letting us take home the drinks, like, not, it's COVID, so they weren't asking for anything back, but they ended up letting us take home the drinks, and we've been drinking on them ever since, and we've become addicted. So now we go to the market once a week and buy cases of Bubbly. The family is obsessed. It's really good. My favorite sea cruise is Blackberry. Nadi said we should have stuck to the crime chat. The crime chat was a bit more interesting than this. They just didn't this was the first episode, so they were recapping couples, but also I just feel like the casting this season was off. Y'all got to give us balance. Y'all gave us all couples who have problems. All of these couples have issues. I'm not saying that every couple needs to just be fun and not have anything, but not have any kind of problems. But I'm just like, y'all could have gave us a couple that's in a good place, just to balance the Mike and Natalie drama that we're going to get, the Elizabeth and Andre family drama that we're going to get, the Kalani and the Swallow family drama that we're going to get. Then Tiffany and Ronaldo or Ronald are going to be on when we see the trailer, we see Tiffany crying in her lawyer's office talking about how she has to divorce this guy. Where the hell is the joy going to be on this show? Where are we going to laugh? Where are we going to have a good time? It seems like all we're going to do is watch families fight and watch relationships break up. Y'all didn't think about that? Or maybe these were the couples that you can get because of the pandemic. I don't know. It just does not seem balanced to me. It really, really doesn't. Mimi Nick said it's all storylines or a couple who catfish or on Zoom, but never meet. 90-day Ben jumped the shark. I'm starting to feel that way. I'm starting to feel that way. Hold on, it's a comment that I wanted to get to. Black Lavender, shout out to my moderator, said he asked for $100,000 and got let down so hard. So got let down hard. He knew, though. He knew. You had not talked to your brother-in-law since the wedding. Your words, Andre. The father you barely spoke to since the wedding. You think that you walking up to him, asking him after you like little bit of communication, asking him for $1,000, $100,000 is going to be successful. I love his confidence. It's out of this world. Out of this world. Really? Cutie M24 said, I read somewhere that Angela and Micah are getting divorced. That's a lot quicker than I anticipated, if it's true. If it's true. Pat McComb, see, this is what I'm telling you. This is how we get into Vanderpump Rules and how the cast is not living how their storyline is making them look. Because Pat just said, who was paying for that Mercedes that Andre rolled up in? He is the type of man that doesn't want to work for someone. He wants to be the boss and tells others what to do without doing any work. That's what he thought his relationship with Elizabeth was going to be like. And honestly, I feel like if her family did not get involved, that is what it would be. But Elizabeth doesn't make a lot of money on her own. And the money that she does make is from her father's business. So you're going to have to both rely on this family. And he honestly thought, because Elizabeth was who he met, and I think that Elizabeth was whining and dining him while they were traveling all across the globe, he probably thought that this was the big fish. He didn't realize that she was a little fish and she was spending big fish's money, and big fish was a papa. So now it's very difficult for him to try to, humble himself to get to the point where he has to ask this man to give him money so he can live the kind of way his daughter courted him, the way he was living when his daughter was courting him. So I think that's the issue there. Andre thought that Elizabeth had money. He didn't realize that Elizabeth had her dad's money. So now that they're in this relationship, he wants to live that same way that Elizabeth made him believe that he could live, but he doesn't want to grovel, or he doesn't want to humble himself. And it's just like, you can't have those things if you don't do this. It also shows that they're playing all of this up because this Mercedes, I'm not saying that he paid it off, but I guarantee you that him and Elizabeth are making quite a, not a Real Housewives of Atlanta penny, but they're making a little coin from this show so he can, get those sort of things. But unfortunately, the Mercedes doesn't match up to the storyline that you're telling us, Andre. You're telling us that you don't have any money. You need him to invest $1,000 into your business, right? Why you got a Mercedes? Your storyline ain't matching up to your real life. So the thing is, you got to put the Mercedes in the garage while they're filming. You know what I mean? And ride a tricycle to work or something like that. After filming wraps, that's when you hop into your Mercedes and you take your wife to Mr. Chow while throwing a couple of dollars at the babysitter. But right now, you're doing too much, and your storyline is not matching up to what you're actually living. Black Lavender said, Nikki got that new job, and Julia ready to move off the farm. No, she not. Remember, she said, I love it there. I love it. Really? You having a good time? So what's the truth, Julia? Either you hate it or you love it. What's going on? Because now you're back to playing like you don't like living on a farm, but you was talking different at the tell-all. What's the truth? What's the truth? So entitled, Fabiola. He's so entitled. He's so entitled. But we also have to realize Elizabeth courted him a different way. So I can't be mad at the dude for thinking he's going to, because I'm the same way with the men, right? The men court these women And then they get them to America, and it's just like, oh, well, we have to live, in this studio apartment. Not when you had me in 5-star hotels in my home country. You know what I mean? Not when we were eating out every night. Now all of a sudden you're sending me to the EBT office so that we can eat. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but this is not the life that I was living when you were courting me. It's the same thing with Elizabeth. She courted Andre in a certain way, making him think that he got a big fish. So when he came here to America and it wasn't actually like that, he had an issue. He went about it the wrong way. You know what I mean? He was real entitled about it. He was real nasty, but Elizabeth had a hand in him being that way, which is why she doesn't push back on him a lot, because she knows that she led him to believe that they were going to live a certain way in America. Oh, Mimi Nick said, has anyone seen Passport to Love on Discovery Plus? Is it worth the watch? I haven't. Please don't give me another show to watch. Please. I am already down bad on Discovery Plus. Please don't add another thing to my roster. Speaking of shows, so this weekend, my mom and I binged Marriage or Mortgage, right? That's why you got to be careful with Twitter. So I tweeted out, let me read you my exact tweet. Hold on. What was my exact tweet? I tweet so damn much. I'm a young black man doing the best I can. Oh, she replied. So I tweeted out, I need to talk about the Christian couple on Marriage or Mortgage, because girl, who are you fooling? And I used this Omar Epps meme, this Omar Epps gif, because I just didn't believe it. I'm just like, y'all share an apartment, but he sleeps at another place. And then they decided they chose mortgage over marriage. Out of any other couples on that show, I was just like, you guys should choose marriage, because you're the Christian leaders who are waiting to have sex. Or, so that's why he leaves or you leave or whatever. So the guy moves into the home that they get, and she stays at her friend's house down the street. So they spend the whole day with each other. But then when it comes to the nighttime, because I guess when it gets night, you get a bit freaky, she goes and stays at her friend's house down the street. That don't sound believable to me at all. Not when you big and grown, right? When you like, y'all, you can pull that stuff. We're just 19 and we're just figuring it out. Y'all big and grown. Y'all know what sex is like at this point, because they both said that they're abstinent, not virgins. So y'all both know what it's like, and y'all both cute. So I'm just like, this is what you're telling us, sis, but I'm not believing that in the middle of the night, that man is leaving and going and staying in another place. Or that in the middle of the night, right after you just had dinner, y'all cozied up watching Netflix in your home. Your home that you bought together. That makes no sense. That you're like, oh, okay, well, it's getting late. I'm going to go down and stay at Stacy's place. All right, I'm leaving. Oh, what? You want me to stay? Like, I just didn't believe it. I didn't believe it. So I tweeted that. She responded, LOL, it's me. And I went to her Twitter and I was just like, is this really the girl? And it was really her. And I said, oh my God, sis, are you married now? Are you finally living in your home? And she responded, yes and yes, got them both. I still don't believe y'all ain't have a little slip up. Listen, slip ups happen. I'm not judging, but I didn't believe that. But you know what, sis? I'm glad you got your marriage and your mortgage. Oh, that's a good show. I highly recommend it. It was really cute, a cute little family show. The people on the show made the dumbest decisions I've ever seen on reality TV, but it's a cute little family show. Wow, you guys, is Extreme Sisters that good? It was weird to me because I watched this show through my DVR. So they put like the first couple of minutes of the show into my taping of 90 Day Fiance. So they latched that show on and I watched the first few minutes of it and I was uncomfortable. it seems like it was a really good show, because even Black Lavender, who's whose opinion I trust with a lot of shows, because Black Lavender be good with shows. Black Lavender said, did anybody watch Extreme Sisters last night? Not this chick. Y'all seem to really like it, though. Y'all seem to really like it. Keisha Miller said, I like that show. Don't understand why anyone chose Wedding, though. Especially that baby couple. That baby couple. Why? My dad's giving us $30,000. Y'all kids. Can we be real? This y'all first wedding. Okay? Because neither one of y'all won't be the same people at 34. So listen. Have your fun, cutesy wedding at Disneyland with you and a couple of friends, and invest in a nice home. Because even if it goes sour, y'all can sell that and both get a nice coin. Marriage. I said, y'all gotta be 22. I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. And if you watch Marriage or Mortgage, did the husband, the guy, the young couple, did he give you Matt James? I said, it's a Matt James in every show I watch. It's a Matt James in every show I watch. If you watch that show, if you watch that episode, you know what I'm talking about. Jess Rogers said, I hate storyline. Yeah, the storylines were loud and clear this season, especially with Brandon and Julia. Like, you totally contradicted yourself. Like, everything that you said on the season, you contradicted at the tell-all. So now we're just watching you lie because you said that you were okay with everything and you love living on the farm. But now we have to watch you say that you don't like it. So for us, it's screaming storyline because you said you didn't have a problem. You're new to this, so I get that Julia doesn't really understand continuity, but damn, at least have continuity in your storyline. So what, you love it now? You having a good time? So now when we see you on the show and it's, oh, Brandon, I want to move, but don't like it here. It's a lie? Girl. Daphne said, Andre watched too much Love and Hip Hop Miami and wanted to live big. Yeah, he absolutely did. He absolutely did. Listen, but guys, we got to put some of that on Elizabeth. She made him think he was going to live a different life when he got here. And that was a lot of his frustration, that he wasn't living the big life that he thought he was going to live in America because Elizabeth lied. She was flexing on this dude with her dad's money. So when she got to America, she couldn't flex like that anymore because you can't be throwing that vacation money at a whole husband, a 6'5" husband who don't want to work. That's going to be a problem. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it. Real weird, especially with the humping sisters. What was that? I'm like, why are you recreating this picture? Out of all pictures, that's the one you don't want to recreate. What the hell? No. Denard said, I would have chosen Mortgage every damn time. Every time somebody said a wedding, me and my mom screamed at the TV. We were like, what are you doing? You can go to the Justice of the Peace. I think we should normalize going to the Justice of the Peace, having a small wedding, and having a huge reception. Because can we be real? We only showing up for the reception. We only showing up for the free food and drinks and a good DJ. That's where the money should really go. The ceremony, go to a damn park on a well-lit day. The pictures will look amazing. Y'all put too much damn money into stuff that don't really matter. I'm not saying that the ceremony doesn't matter or the reception doesn't matter, but you're getting married. The marriage is what's important. If you're going to invest in your marriage, get a home, especially that couple that was, they couldn't stop having children. They had all them big kids in that apartment, or the big couple who was living in the apartment. I was just like, oh my God. We're going to have our child and we're still going to be in the apartment, and that's okay because it's not about where we live. It's about the family. You are freaking giants. You're going to have a giant baby. You need a home. Everything about that couple was huge. You're in an apartment. I get your man can't fit in no tub. That's an easy fix. That's an easy fix. I was so upset. That damn ranch fountain was the only reason why that girl chose marriage. I can't. That show frustrated me. It's Kima said, my parents went to the Justice of the Peace. They've been married for over 40 years. Weddings are overpriced, extremely overpriced. Extremely overpriced. Having said that, my wedding budget is $1 million. Baby, all them diamonds and crystals I'm gonna have at my wedding. Listen, we're gonna do it big. But I'm gonna invest more in a marriage. You know what I mean? If I was on marriage or mortgage, I would definitely pick the mortgage. And then, but this is the thing that bothered me. I'm sorry, Haley. This is the thing that bothered me about you picking mortgage. Wait, you picking mortgage, right? You could have picked marriage because they were not at the point where they wanted to have a family, right? They really picked mortgage for this small group because they're leaders, and they said, oh, we have space to fellowship with people and really mentor, the people in our lives at the church. What? You picked a whole house to have just because you wanted to expand your mini church that you have in your apartment? Absolutely not. Y'all are a young couple. We're not yet ready to have kids. Y'all, if anybody should have picked marriage, it should have been y'all, because y'all was both hot and bothered and ready to go. Even your husband, congratulations, was just, this has turned to a totally different life. Even your husband was just like, it's hard. It's difficult waiting. Y'all should have been the ones to pick marriage because you had a cute little apartment. Y'all weren't ready to expand in any kind of way. You're expanding for your small groups so that you can have bigger Bible studies. What the hell is going on? I was so disappointed. But she got a house. She got a husband. I do think they probably had their wedding in their backyard, which is smart. That's my thing. Pick mortgage and just have your wedding in the backyard. And we are not going to get into that black princess who's married to that army dude. It's what my grandfather would have wanted. I will say, if you watch Marriage or Mortgage, do not get mad at me because I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't want you to watch it because of me and then come back and be like, oh, Nikki, that show was problematic. Listen, the realtor and the wedding planner are going to use dead people in their life to bring about a lot of emotions. They're going to use dead people. They're going to use infertility. They're going to use whatever they have to win. Just know that. Still a good show, but I want to let you know that there will be a lot of dead people brought up and a lot of fertility issues brought up for you to make a decision. That's what I will let you know. You will fall in love with the cheerleader and the firefighter with the weird mustache. That was my favorite couple. Now, that episode, I cried. Especially when we went to Tatum's room. And then we went to the adopted child's room. Tears. Me and my mom on the couch. What is it? Adopted, scratched out. Not wanted, scratched out. Loved forever, check mark. Oh, baby. They know what they were doing. Yes, Kimberly, you better speak it. Road to 13K. Let's get there, family. It's Kima said, my reception budget is $1 million. Now my wedding, 1K. Listen, I got a big family. I'm going to spend a grip at that reception. And I don't even like half the people, but with my family, to not start drama, invite everybody. Because, baby, let me not invite some people. One, they're still going to show up. Two, they're going to want to fight, and I don't feel like it. So I'm going to just have them there, water down the liquor, and just have a good time. So it's better to do it this way than the other way. I will be stressed the other way. Absolutely stressed. You all are coming to my wedding, Kimberly. That's why the budget is so high. My husband's gonna be like, how many YouTube subscribers are coming to this wedding? All of them, baby. We gotta, and it's gonna be a plated dinner. Plated. I don't do buffets. I'm not a buffet girl. I'm not a buffet girl. That's why my mom stopped taking me to all them buffets. You know, as a kid, it's like especially as a black kid, it's like a rites of passage to go to like a buffet, hometown buffet, Golden Corral. They always take us to this stuff, and we always got to lie about our age. I was 12 all the way up until like a good 16. Because listen, the boobs were telling a totally different story. So she just couldn't get that lie off anymore. But I was never a buffet person. And my mom was just like, I'm wasting money because you're not eating anything here. If you can breathe over the food, I'm good. I'm good. And when I found out that those things are called like snot guards, whatever that is, when I found out that was the name and that was the reason why they were there, I was just like, I'm good. I'm good. I tore that ice cream up though. Because it was soft serve and I could get it on my own and I could make my own treats. That I would tear up. But everything else, my mom was like, I'm wasting money because you're not eating anything. L Boogie said, and if I had it all to do again, I'd just go a small gathering for the reception. It's the marriage, not the wedding that should cost that much. I knew of a couple that spent like over $100K on their wedding and was living in an apartment with a roommate. K, girl, bye. But the wedding was so important to them. Al Boogie said, my husband and I just did Justice of the Peace. And then about 6 months later, had a nice big reception with an open bar. That's the thing. That's where you should put your money, at the reception. I don't remember any ceremony that I attended. I remember only one reception of a wedding that I attended. Only one ceremony of a wedding that I attended. That's it. Everything else, the receptions of what did it. Even my friend, my best friend, his wedding was on a TV show. It's like this wedding planner TV show that they were on back in the day, and they like planned their whole wedding. I don't remember nothing from the ceremony. What I remember is that damn reception. The reception was absolutely phenomenal. Their wedding was catered by Gordon Ramsay. The food was astounding. Well seasoned. It was so much. I was embarrassed, right? Thank God they didn't get it, because me and my bestie Dustin was standing at the door where the kitchen where the food would come out, and we were like taking everything. Every time we saw one of the waiters go in the back, we went back there too. We didn't go in the kitchen, but we were waiting right there because we knew if one went in, another one was coming out. We ate everything at that reception. It was the best. The music was fire. The location was beautiful. The food was phenomenal. That's when I became a Gordon Ramsay stan. I was like, okay, I get what the hype is about because this man can cook. That food was delicious. Absolutely delicious. He know how to make a fish. The sauce. Guys, he can cook. Their baby is going to be a giant. I stand by it, Wendy. I stand by it. They're going to have a giant kid. I'm telling you, by the time that baby is 1, he's going to be signed to the NFL. That couple was humongous. Humongous couple. Beautiful couple. Humongous. And you chose wedding? You needed mortgage because the money that you're going to need to find a home to fit this giant family, girl, you needed that show to help you. You needed that show to help you. $1 million. I need it. If I'm going to have Beyonce perform, that's just the entertainer budget. That's just what time is, oh, shoot. I got to get out of here. I'm always going to the post office. Ain't that something? The post office has seen me far too many days. And I don't even like the people at my post office. Ain't that something? I've been working on my relationship with postal workers since, that last president tried to shut down, the post office so that we couldn't vote, right? I've been working on my relationship. But there is one lady, and maybe this is the Lord working on me. Maybe he keeps on allowing me to be in her line because I need to work on this. I need to fix this. There is one lady who I do not like. She gives me problems every time. Tony, if you're here, she put me through hell for your package and then gonna tell me to hurry up because they're about to close. You talking to me? Excuse me, you're at work. You stay here as long as you need to stay here. Rushing me with my package. I couldn't believe she's so nasty. She is so nasty. You listen, as I get older, I complain, right? To management. I am that black Karen. I speak to your manager. It happens. Listen, when you get older, that's what you'll do. Before, when you're younger, you get them together and you don't come back to the store. Now, you talk to the manager, you talk to the general manager, and if they piss you off enough, you write the corporate. I become that person. It's okay. It happens. It'll be you too. Anyway, so I go to talk to the manager, and he's just like, I know, but right now, it's very hard to hire somebody to work at the post office. So basically deal with it, because who else is going to work here? So I got to deal with that nasty lady. Nasty lady. I don't know why I told y'all this, but Oh, I told you this because I got to go to deal with her. I always get in her line, no matter how many times. Like, there was one time, the last time I was there, I was numbering the people, right? So I figured that if I let two people go ahead of me, I would not get her. I still got that broad because this old dude was mailing all of these packages and he didn't know what the hell he was doing. So the sister that I love to go to, because she always helps me, was dealing with that fool, so she couldn't help me. And then the other lady, who was a little nasty, not as nasty as this broad, she was dealing with somebody else. So when it was time for me to go, she said, next customer. And I was like, ugh, here we go. And she gave me hell. And she's always working. So there's never a day where she's not there. I hope I don't have to deal with that broad. I probably do. That's why I always avoid it. I'm telling you guys, if I have to go to the post office, I'm always like, I can go tomorrow. I try my best not to go to the post office because of that lady. And I could go to another post office, but it's so far away from the one that is literally walking distance from my home. It's a problem. Oh, Tony. Tony said, I'm here. She's rude. Karma will catch her. Karma is taking forever. She needs to hurry the hell up because that lady is nasty. Hey, Manami said, in France, my post office has nasty people as well. I just think it's not a rites of passage, but I think that's like a qualification. You got to be a nasty human being to work. You know what? I might have somebody from the post office who is subscribed. So I won't say that. But I just had nasty encounters at the post office. And Turner talking about weddings. People only remember the food and entertainment. Absolutely. Oh, UFO Norway. Beautiful picture. Hope everyone is doing all right. Thank you. Hope you're doing all right as well, beloved. Hope you're doing all right as well. Tony said, I'm a black Karen too, and I don't care. I like proper service. I can become that, right? Like, I'm actually a very sweet person. You wouldn't be subscribed if I wasn't. But you signed up. You filled out this application to work at this job. I also think I'm like that because every job I worked at, let me tell you something. Let me tell you about NikkiNicoleStar. Every job I worked at, I was promoted to a manager within weeks. I always got employee of the month. Let me tell you something. Gap 34th Street, there was never another employee when I was there. I was always getting Employee of the Month, and I was always getting bonuses. I did my job well. I was appreciative for the job that I had. My customer service was on point. There wasn't a better sales associate than me. There wasn't a better receptionist than me. There wasn't a better office manager than me. There wasn't a better, what was I? Introduction to Judaism registrar than me. Baby, I did it, and I did it well, right? And although the job that I worked at was terrible, I left. Any job that I have quit, aside from Guess, y'all know that story, has tried to get me back. I remember when I quit H&M for college, dumbest decision of my life. They did so much trying to keep me there. They were going to move me to Sweden for a year, pay for my food and housing, and then give me a bonus to come back and work at their store in New York City. What did 19-year-old Nikki do? I want to finish my degree. Is 19-year-old Nikki using that degree? No, dummy. You should have took the H&M position. I'm so mad. I could have been living in Sweden. Who knows where I would be right now? I would probably be married to some like Swedish oil baron. Like my life would be nice. But would I have a YouTube channel? I don't know. And I wouldn't be with my family. But damn it. No, I want to finish my degree. I want to go to college. I want to graduate with a degree in theater arts. I mean, I got a BFA, so when I open up my school, I can do that. I get it. And my mother was so proud of me. I gave her, as soon as I, came down, I gave her my cap and my, fake diploma because they don't give you the real thing. And she cried like a baby. So that was a beautiful moment, but still, 19-year-old Nikki should have took that H&M manager position. I was a kid. I didn't know. But anyway, I said all that to say I'm good at what I do. Right? Nobody complains about me ever. I'm that good. So when I go to a place, you don't have to give me the NikkiStar service because I know ain't everybody as good as this, right? But you don't got to be nasty. You signed up for this job. You filled out the application. You came to the interview. Why are you mad at me? I'm helping keeping the lights on, the doors open. I'm helping you keep a job. So why are you nasty with me? Why are you giving me this? Why are you rolling your eyes? Why are you telling me to hurry up because you about to close? Who the hell are you? You the reason why I'm here at this time. Because when you saw that line, you didn't hop back onto the register. You took a lunch break. Not saying that you shouldn't take your lunch break, but if you see a damn line, get the line down and then go to lunch. See, you don't know nothing about no customer service. You don't know. I'm the customer service queen. So I know. I said all that to say I complain when necessary. Listen, I complained to Target. They made changes. They made changes. I complained to W Magazine about an article that they wrote. They made changes and thanked me. You got to do what you got to do. Use your, what you got to get what you want. SL said, do you have a P.O. box? And LOL, in my post office, there's always a barely legal F-boy. Wanted to get some from everyone in line. Yes. Yes, I do. My P.O. box is in my About section, SL. Thank you so much for asking. Kimberly said, I complain too. I am a claims adjuster and I have to be polite. So when I go somewhere, I expect what I give. Absolutely. I'm the same way. I know, everybody has bad days. I honestly get it. But this lady is so nasty. Every time. I can't give her that she's having a bad day every time she shows up to work. Quit if you are in this mood every time. Quit. I've done it. Go where you're happy. Miss Gigi88 said, Nikki, do what my mom told me to do when I had this difficult coworker. When you see her, say, the Jesus in me sees the Jesus in you. Miss Gigi88, I'm going to try that today. If she stabs me with the pen, I'm sending you my medical bill. That's how nasty she is. Hey, Jutley, what's up? Jutley said, I feel that sucks for the bride to invite people due to obligation. It absolutely does suck. But again, my family fights. I don't need the drama. I'm going to let them come. I'm gonna let them come. One of my cousins had security at her wedding for the family members that she didn't invite. I was like, girl, it ain't worth it. Just invite them. Just invite them. Wendy said, I have always worked in customer service and have dealt with terrible people on the phone. I'd rather work at Amazon than deal with that effery. Listen, I was, can I tell this story? I can change names. So I worked as I worked for a insurance company, and I was helping one of my coworkers work on a case for a celebrity, an R&B singer, who had burnt down their house for the insurance. And the thing about it is, the insurance company already knew what it was, right? But she was the claims adjuster, so she had to get all the information, make sure that all of the stuff was like true. And she would put them conversations that she had with this, R&B singer's manager. He could not keep up with his lies. She would be like, sir, so the chain is $26,000 now? Before you said it was 9,000, and like the same conversation. I would be in a back in tears. In tears, because he just could not, like, I'm like, why didn't you just write it down, bro? Give yourself a script. He was changing prices, changing things that were missing and burnt down, and she clearly knew like what was going on. Like, she would put him on mute and be like, oh, we already know about the legal troubles. And she was just like, this is why I hate this job, because now I gotta find out ways to tell him that he's not getting this money. Oh Lord. But the thing about it is, she was so like, she would put him on mute and cuss him out to me, but then she would get back on the phone and she was just like perfect with it. I loved watching her, because I was just like, wow, I couldn't do it. I worked for another job where I was a skip tracer. And I wasn't at that job for long because I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. First of all, my customer service was too good, because I was always trying to help people, and that's not what I was supposed to do. I would always get written up, and they were just like, no, you have to be firmer. You have to tell them that they have to meet this deadline, and if not, these are the dues. I'm over here telling people to pay the bare minimum so that they can get by to the next one. They will listen to my calls and be like, Nicole, let's talk. And I would be like, I did it again, didn't I? I wasn't at that job much longer, but I didn't enjoy it, so I quit. It's not hard to do. It's not hard to do. Keisha Miller said, oh my God, my sister one time complained about Chick-fil-A and they gave her so much free food, damn near gave her stock in their company. I will say, if you ever want to complain about any customer service anywhere, Chick-fil-A is a place to do it. They will rectify that right away. They didn't give me a straw for my drink. You know what they did? They gave me another drink on the house. I was like, oh, thank you. I just wanted another straw. I'll take it. It's Philly. It's hot. I'll take it. But wow, I just wanted another straw. He was like, oh, ma'am, I'm so sorry about that. I gotcha. And you know me, dummy. I'm like, oh, I didn't ask for another drink. And this isn't mine. Oh no, it's for you. So sorry about the inconvenience. You ain't give me a straw. That's an inconvenience. Listen, if you are starving, buy a fry from there and complain and be like, my fries are cold. Listen, they'll give you a whole Thanksgiving dinner. Denard said, my husband is the king of calling corporate, but things get done. They do. And now listen, I'm not my mama. Now I'm not my mama. My mom gets letters from CEOs apologizing to her, giving her money and credit and okay, like I'm not there yet. It's in my blood. She will she won't, and I'll be like, Mom, there are other levels to go to first before you get the corporate. She's calling the president. I'm like, oh my God, Mom, no. Now, can I speak to the CEO of Zara, please? Like, she's that girl. I'm not there yet. Yes, this is my P.O. box. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Shonda. That's the girl's P.O. box. That's okay, Rachel. You know how these lives go. We're in the combo section, so Lord knows what we're going to talk about next. Wendy Sims said, I got customer service of the year out of the whole company, and I was shook. Yeah, probably, Katie. Probably. Which is why I always try to be nice to her. It never works. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try. I'm going to go there today and be like, hey, good morning, good afternoon. The Jesus in me sees the Jesus in you. Let's see what happens. Cameron Knight said, I'm not inviting my whole family to my wedding or dinner, only a finger count because it's only going to be one long table. Oh, that's beautiful. I love long table dinners. Oh, love that. That sounds beautiful. Do your family fight? Antilles, what's up, my love? Antilles said, I just joined the chat. Not even sure what's going on. Me either, baby. Me either. I got to show y'all something. El Boogie said, I complained to Sephora because they kept sending me the wrong product and got a box full of stuff. Listen, there are companies that are just great. Let me tell you about this one company that I love. And you know I love them because I'm always shopping from them. Hold on. Let me tell you about, is she a dame now? The dame or Duchess. She's a dame, right? She was damed. The Dame Pat McGrath, right? So I told y'all, let me tell y'all something. I be putting y'all on. Y'all gotta listen to me. So I don't buy none of my Pat McGrath from the stores. Like I don't buy it from Sephora, also any other makeup stores. I don't buy my Pat McGrath from there. Why? Because Pat McGrath is always having a sale online. Homegirl had a 30% off sale. So I ordered, because I always have her small little quadrants. I never have, is that a racist term? Quads. I only buy her quads, right? Child. I was like, I went real Louisiana. So I only buy her quads. And then she had like these other palettes that were like $12 on sale or whatever. So I got them. But I never got the big palettes. Because $125 for a palette, a little steep for me, especially since I'm not a girl that wears makeup every day. But I love the quality of Pat McGrath makeup. So I was just like, let me think about it. She was having a sale and this was already discounted, right? So I ordered the Chrome Rose palette. Is it I forget that palette, but it's the Rose palette. Y'all know the one I'm talking about. They got the she has the monochromatic eyeshadow that you turn this way is green, you turn this way is gold, you turn this way is pink. That palette, I got that one, right? So it finally got to me real quick, quicker than it normally does. So I was like, what the hell is going on, Pat? You got a warehouse out here? Well, God is good. No, they sent me the wrong palette, right? This was on my wish list, but it's never, come on, God, it's never on sale. So I contact them and I'm like, oh, this is not the right palette. I saved the box because I'm ready to ship it back. Oh, you know what? Don't y'all go do this to Pat McGrath. I love her. So they respond back. First of all, very sweet. Hey, Nikki, oh my God, so sorry. Very apologetic. I'm like, it's not a big deal. Like stuff happens, right? Especially in COVID. Like I get it. Right. So I was not complaining. I'm still going to remain the customer, just letting you know that I was sent the wrong palette. Not only do they send me out, it hasn't gotten here yet. It's taking the amount of time it should. Not only do they send me my rose palette, you know what they tell me? Keep it. Keep this palette. That's more expensive and was not on sale. It is the Pat McGrath Mothership. I don't know them Roman numerals. The one with the purple is this one. It's on my wish list, but this never goes on sale. I guess because so many people, oh, hold on. No. Oh, damn it, NikkiStar. So many people use this palette. So I guess this is why it never goes on sale. Hold on. Let me let y'all get the full effect of this. I'm curious to see what this, wait, the orange one looks like on me. Because these two right here, these two right here, I think that's going to look sickening on me. I can't wait. So yeah, this has been on my wish list for like a year and a half. Never bought it because I'm just like, I can't do it. I can't put all that money into a palette. But I didn't have to because God is good. He said, if you're white on him, he'll open the door for you. So yeah, they told me to keep this palette. They sent me out my palette, still apologizing. So sorry. We'll never do this again. I'm like, I'm not complaining to the president. I'm like, chill out. I'm good. I just wanted my palette. Thank you for the extra one. The one that's been on my wish list for a year and a half that I've been waiting to go on sale. So God is good. Won't he do it? So that's a good company, right? The same thing if you watch my review for my favorite Black-owned businesses with the House of Urban. House of Urban. Yeah. I could not open up their one of the products that they sent me. They sent me a full-size product, didn't even ask questions about it. And they kept me as a customer because even if the product didn't work, I was just like, wow, y'all got great customer service. I'm a customer service hoe. I love a good customer service. So I was like, yes, I will stay with this company. Same thing with Pat McGrath. They were like, oh my goodness, we're so sorry. Here's this, here's that. I'm like, chill. I'm not mad, but thank you. Steph and F said, once my car broke down in Chick-fil-A parking lot and they gave me free ice cream while I waited for a tow truck. Oh my God, my dad's here, guys. Hey, Papa. Said, hey, my lovely daughter. Dad is in the house. Love you. Keep up the good work. Just like your dad. We have a voice. Thank you, Dad. Dad is in a building, so it's time to wrap up the live. Thank you for joining me, Dad. Child, when your parents get in here, they start telling stories. UFO Norway said USPS is the worst and doesn't aggravate less when vendors can't ship the correct items. Yeah, the USPS is terrible. I'm dealing with something right now with the post office with the lost package. Karen Knight said, I complained to Fashion Nova last year after they sent me someone else's order and I called and sent them emails and they sent me an order and a $400 gift card. Listen, that's great. That is great. Let me tell you something. I think the reason why they did that, same thing with Pat McGrath, that's a huge security issue, right? Like sending me somebody else, like I got somebody else's information and so maybe that's why it's just like, we are so sorry. Please, let's fix this. That's a really nice camera night. Because Fashion Nova is not expensive, so you can get a lot of cute stuff. It's Kima said, when I am talking to customer service, I act like I'm working customer service. I'm always like, thank you and have a nice day. I know customer service is hard. Absolutely. AT&T, I had to pay my phone bill. I was in my customer service bag with this lady. She was so thankful. No, I don't have AT&T. I have Verizon. She was so nice to me. She was giving me all kinds of credits and helping me out. And then when it was time to wrap up and I was saying goodbye or whatever, she said, thank you so much for being kind to me. Thank you. And I was like, oh, of course. She couldn't tell me why, but it was very obvious that, it's been rough for her. And just me being nice to her made her day. And she was making my day. She was being so great. So listen. Only, go to the manager, district manager, corporate and all that stuff when you have to. Just know that everybody's doing the best they can, but if you keep on coming back to the post office and she's still nasty, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Unfortunately for me, it didn't work because, the manager was just like, who else is going to work this damn job? So it didn't work for me, but it may work for you. Anyway, let me get out of here before it closes. Y'all see, I always wait to the last minute. I hate going to that post office, but I got to do it. I got to do it. So let me get out of here. Let me answer. Oh, yes, Mimi Nick. Mimi Nick said it's the exact opposite here. USPS is fantastic. UPS and FedEx are the service partners of Satan. See, I have better experiences with UPS. Where are you at? Canada? Where you located? Tony said, I always back up great service with a great review. Yes, I give good when good is given. I absolutely did that. The lady that helped me, I wanted to give her. I was like, can I talk to your manager? I said, and what's your service number? What's your customer service number? Because I want to let them know that you were so good. She's just like, well, the phone calls are recorded. So anything that you want to say, you can say it right here. So I did that. Also, if you experience great customer service, like it doesn't happen often. But if you do experience it, a lot of times they send surveys. I know you don't feel like filling out a survey, but if the person went above and beyond, it was just great overall, do the survey. I do it all the time, good or bad. But a lot of times it's because the service was great. A lot of times it's because the service was great. Oh, you in Texas? I'm gonna be there soon. Texas. Mimi, inbox me and tell me where's the best place to get something to eat from. I want the best barbecue place that I can find. I want the best barbecue that I can find. Let a girl know. Hit me up on Instagram and let your girl know what's good out there. All right, family. I love y'all. I gotta go because my dad's here and I gotta get to the post office. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitch. We did it. This is our first one. This is our second one today. We did it. We're trying something new. Hopefully it works. I love your family. I'll see you soon. Bye. Mwah. Kill the lights and you know what? I don't know, Rachel. When I get all that information, I will give you guys the tea. Right now, I don't even know. I don't even know. But yeah, I'll let you guys know as soon as things are finalized. So let me know, Mimi. I want the best barbecue that I can find. I already know about Turkey Hut. I had that on my list. I want to know where's the best barbecue I can go to. Get some good, authentic Texan barbecue. Anyway, love y'all. Bye. Bye.